Hello, welcome along. If you've just joined us for the first time ever, then go back and watch the start of the playlist. It will be attached somewhere below. And if you're coming back, this is our final season with Chelsea as we try and win the quadruple. It was tough last season. I think it's going to be even tougher this. Hello and welcome to episode 73 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First up, a friendly against Inter Milan at Stamford Bridge, and then we go back to Wembley to meet the team that we beat in the FA Cup final just a few weeks ago, and well, trounced them 5-0 basically, but since then we have played them in the World Club Championships and lost to them. So normal service is resumed, and we meet them today at Wembley in the Community Shield, which is, of course, the curtain raiser to a brand new season. A season where we will finish with Chelsea, whatever happens. And the ultimate task, of course, I know we've won the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Carabao Cup. I suppose the target, if we don't win any of those or all of those or whatever this season, our main target is to actually go out and win the Champions League. That is the main target. So we'll see how that goes. Nothing has happened as far as Champions League is at the moment because all the prelims and stuff are going on. So we've had no draws of who will get in the league stage of that yet. That will come up in a future episode. But as I say, today, Inter and Liverpool, and then in the next episode, our first two games in the Premier League against Southampton and against Norwich. A good start in the Premier League would be very helpful. Transfer-wise, since you were last with us, we've had no more ins. The one player that we were looking at hasn't come in. Basically, we got a deal going, and the board stepped in and said, too much money, not prepared to pay that for him. Deal is cancelled, and now he won't talk to us. So no more players coming in. As I said in the end of season review and transfer special, we realistically want somebody that can play a bit sort of like a Declan Rice, can play in defence, can also play as a defensive midfielder, that sort of role. Maybe somebody that can play on either wing as well, and the sort of wing back role as well would be rather good. Any more outgoings? I don't think so, because we looked at it in August. Charlie Webb's the last one to go out. Nobody going out either. So we are as we are, with just under a month to go before the end of the transfer window. It's possible stuff will happen between now and then, of course. Right, we're not going to do anything else other than get on and get into the episode. One of the things I'm going to try and do this season is not to garble on too much, just bring you up to date and then straight on with the games. Keep it all nice and sweet and short and all the rest of it. So without any more to do, let's get on with our first game of the episode. It is against Inter Milan. We've played them twice previously, beat them at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League Group G back in 2022. And lost to them at the San Siro. I think it is Stadio San Siro. So that is today's task, is to finish up our friendlies on good form. As you see, we've only lost that one game in pre-season to Liverpool in the World Club World Cup. So a good end to our friendly season would be very good today against Inter. And here is the team that will face Inter in this friendly at Stamford Bridge. Magnan makes his debut. Doesn't make his debut at all. He's already played for us, but makes his debut on screen today in that goalkeeping position Chilwell, Timber, Fofana and James make up the rest of the defensive line. Rice and Fernandes playing as the deep-lying defensive midfield players. Mount as the central midfielder. Rodrigo and Sterling as the wide players. Havertz leads the attack. And Carnasechi, Garcia, Cucurella, Barbosa, Koulibaly, Angerin, Broja, Kante, Vale, Sunset Bell, Kovacic, Golding, Tell and Roque and Chukwuemeka are all on the bench for this one. And this is how the two sides face off as we face Inter Milan. And Hradecki is in goal. Asabi Shalabar, ex-Chelsea, of course, Trevor Shalabar. Skriniar is on the back three. Skriniar, we've actually been looking potentially to bring him in. But we've just contract negotiations have broken down, effectively wanting too much money, I think, but couldn't negotiate. So we go back to him at some point or other. Luis Hernandez playing on the left side of, so playing as a wing back, left side wing back. Luis in that central defensive midfield. De La Mora as the right wing back, and then Carbonari and Barella in central midfield with Gonzalez and Esposito up front. That is the bench. I'm not going to go through all of them. You get another chance to look at the two teams very, very shortly. Actually, we're not. It's Inter Milan that are playing in the light coloured. I thought it was our away kit for a minute. I thought it was a bit strange as we were playing at home. Anyway, Chilwell has the first highlight after nearly 4 minutes. It's a corner. Chilwell swings it in and defended well. Sterling wins the ball, though. Comes into the area and it's gone in. Mason Mount gets the goal. It's an assist from Raheem Sterling. And after 5 minutes, we go 1 up. Headed clear. Sterling, good bit of running here into the area, and it's come off a defender onto the head of Mason Mount, and he diverts it into the back of the net. James with a throw in to Fernandes. Fernandes crosses it for Mount. Mount finds Rodrigo and he puts it away. 2-0. Into last year's losing Champions League finalists, of course. Chilwell with the ball. Timber to Chilwell. Rodrigo. Rodrigo finds Rice. Chilwell crosses it in, and a save from the goalkeeper. Manganen. Fofana. Timber. Chilwell. Chilwell to Timber. Rice finds Rodrigo. Back heels it to Chilwell. Timber. Rice. Rice to Mount. Mount in space in there. Fernandes. Sterling has James on the overlap. Back to Sterling. Sterling crosses it in and Havertz diverts it in. It's 3-0 with not half an hour on the clock. And I don't know whether they're playing a lot of their second string players, but making them look fairly ordinary at the moment. And a free kick. 40 minutes on the clock and Mount in, but the goalkeeper saves it. Goalkeeper fires it long upfield. James is there to tidy up. Timber. Rice. Fofana. James. James to Sterling. Mount. Back to Sterling. James. Moving the ball around nicely. Very quick. Nimble. It's all right until you make a mistake. Fernandes out to Chilwell. Chilwell then crosses it in and Havertz gets a header, and it's 4-0 with 42 on the clock. And I said we're making Inter look ordinary. We're making them look very, very poor, to be fair. And I think that's come off of the player that we were looking at again. It is. And he's not playing well. and I think we'll drop our interest in him. And 4-0 at half-time. 11 shots, 8 on target, 2.02, 61% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, just the 1 on target, 0.32 on the XG. Good first half. They've made 1 change at half-time. Couldn't tell you who it was. I wasn't looking properly. But we have a highlight after 46 minutes, and we're coming forward again. James crosses in as a penalty. Quite sure who it was that was fouled. And Havertz puts it away. That's his hat-trick, I think. Oof, come off the crossbar. Nearly went over the top. And mainly because we've got this game against Liverpool coming up in the Community Shield very, very soon, as we've made a number of changes as we can. So it's Ben Chilwell has come off for Mark Cucurella. We have taken off Raheem Sterling and brought on Gabriel Barbosa. We've taken off Mason Mount and brought on Kante. We've taken off Kai Havertz and brought on Jude Sunsip Bell to make his debut. And who knows? Declan Rice has come off for Kovacic, and Rodrigo has come off for Victor Roque. We have a highlight almost immediately. Maganan is there. And he rolls it out to Timber. Timber then to Chilwell. Chilwell comes forward. Finds Timber. Back to Chilwell. Chilwell to Rodrigo. Timber. Rice. Timber. Chilwell. Timber. Fofana, Rice over the top this time, looking for Havertz, and he scored. Hasn't come off yet. He's got 4 goals. He knows he's going to come off, I think. And we go 6-0 up against Inter Milan. And with 70 minutes near enough on the clock, we made some more changes. Khalido Koulibaly is on for Wesley Fofana. Garcia comes on for... who did Garcia come on for? I can't find who he's come on for. Fofana... no, he's come on for Reece James, and Timber moves out to the right, as he can play on that right side. It's his better position, of course. And then we have also taken off Fernandes and brought on Michael Golding. And that is our changes. And we have a free kick. Kovacic standing over this free kick. Has a shot from distance. Goalkeeper had to save it. 85 minutes on the clock. And Inter Milan having a rare attacking highlight. Crossed in, and it's come back off the crossbar. And an offside, I think. And it's all over. It's a 6-0 win against Inter. And Kai Havertz scoring 4 more goals, as he's been prolific in pre-season. Let's hope that continues into the full season. And now we're into the real territory, because we're going to face Liverpool in the Community Shield. 16 shots, 12 on target, 3.65, 59% of possession. They had 9 shots, just 2 on target, 0.69, 41% of the possession. Good day out, but now the real test comes. And so with that resounding win against Inter Milan in the final game of our friendly run, we now have this game against Liverpool in the FA Community Shield. And, well, as we well know, we've played them 11 times in this series. We've only won 3 times, drawn 2. So it's finely balanced, I guess. But our most recent win, of course, that FA Cup final last season, but then losing to them in the Club World Cup quarter-final by 2-0. Let's hope we can overturn that today. And back to winning ways against Liverpool. Would be quite good to at least get that balanced up. 12 games, and it will be pretty even Stevens if we can get this win on the board. Let's go and see then the team that will face Liverpool. And the team to face Liverpool in this Community Shield, it's Manganan in goal, Chilwell, Koulibaly, Timber and James completing the defensive lineup. Rice and Kante sat in front of the back four. Fernandes leading central midfield with Mount moving out to the left, Sterling out on the right. Havertz is up front leading the attack. Karnasecchi, Garcia, Rodrigo, Barbosa, Cucurella, Kovacic, Broja, Fofana and Tell are all on the bench. And this is how we face up against Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, still manager there, of course. Kelleher is in goal today. Alisson on the bench. Robertson, Van Dijk, Scalvini and Alexander-Arnold are the defensive line. Fabinho is the defensive midfielder. Ward-Prowse and Arena in central midfield with Luis Diaz and Salah on the wide with Gomez up front on the bench. Alisson, Gomez, Gonglaves, Nunes, Henderson, Konate, Timiskas, Ndidi and Joseph. Teams come out on the pitch. You'll see the teams on your screen. And our first highlight, 41 minutes in. It's a Liverpool free kick. Always gone over the top. And just that one highlight in that first half. It's been a very cagey affair. We've had 3 shots, nothing on target, 0.16, 45% of the possession. Liverpool have had 5 shots, nothing on target, 0.57 and 55% of the possession. It's been one of those matches. Let's go and see if we can do anything in the second half. They have the advantage of a slightly better XG at the moment. Let's hope that we can improve in the second half. Ward-Prowse with our first highlight of the second half. 50 minutes on the clock. Maganan picking that out of the air. And he launches a really long ball forward. Not to anybody in particular. Liverpool have the possession. That's the only problem. And we need to win this ball back. Rice does. Rice to Sterling. James. Kante. Timber. Kante. Rice. And got beaten but to the ball. Fabinho. Salah. Oh, and a penalty. I think it was Koulibaly felled his man. See what Maganan is made of. Salah saves it from Salah and Koulibaly puts it away. And Maganan saves Koulibaly's blushes. Swung that ball in. Maganan there again. Mo Salah. But Maganan was down and saved it. And with just about 60 minutes on the clock, making one change, Mount has moved into that central midfield role. Kante and Fernandes had moved around, changed around, but basically Mount's dropped back into central midfield. Rodrigo has come on the left side of attacking midfield. Just try and see if we can get around the back of Liverpool. And Ward-Prowse with a free kick. Maganan saves it, but he did no more than parried it. And Pedro, it's offside. It's offside. Yeah, there he is. As that ball comes in, Maganan parries it. Long ball forward, looking for James. James isn't going to get there. Van Dijk does, though. And Liverpool come forward again. And dangerous as they are, I think they must have made some changes. And they have. Reina's in. But Maganan saves the day again, but still alive. Oof. Timber heads it out. And so with 72 minutes on the clock, make a number of other changes. Raheem Sterling comes off for Barbosa on that right side. I think he prefers to be an inside forward, actually. Can play as an inverted winger. Let's put him on as an inverted winger for now. So he is on, and we've also taken off Mason Mount, not having a good day. Kovacic coming in on for him in that central midfield role. And one other change, Kai Havertz has come off. Matthias Tell comes on to try and break through that Liverpool attack. And with 89 minutes on the clock and looking very much like it's penalties to decide this, Made another raft of changes. Ben Chilwell comes off for the usual Cucurella coming on for him. We have also taken off, who else have we taken off? Reece James on the other side. Eric Garcia coming on for him. And we have a highlight. And Kante wins that ball to Barbosa. Barbosa comes forward. Can we score here? Kovacic. And Kovacic was offside. Liverpool have a throw in. And we are in the 5th minute with only 4 minutes of... Oh, over the top. And it is penalties. So... this is how it's going to go. Kante, Kovacic, Rodrigo, and then Declan Rice, Mike Mangan, Yaron Timber, and Garcia. Hopefully it won't get that far. And Manganen already saved a penalty, which saved our blushes, so we'll see if this goes and who the hero is. Perhaps he will make himself a hero. Right, let's have a look. Point a finger, relax, pick your spot, don't change your mind. I'm not going to do any more talking. Let's get on with it. Penalties then. Mo Salah is up first. Manganen already saved one from Salah. And he hasn't saved it this time. Liverpool 1-0 after first one. Barbosa. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh dear. 1-0 after one penalty each. Fabinho. And he sent Manganen the wrong way. 2-0. Mateus Tell. And he puts it away. 2-1. Manganen needs to make a hero of himself. And he hasn't. 3-1. Kante is up next. He's put that away. 3-2 after 3. Tsimikas, and he's put that one away. 4-2. They've put all theirs away. It's just that Barbosa hitting the post. Kovacic is up next. If he misses this, we've lost. Oh, and he has. He's hit the post, and Liverpool have won. Again. But the good news is, this time round, we did actually manage to get them 0-0. But Liverpool pick up the Community Shield. Something we haven't won. And it's not going to be a clean sweep. Not even a sleep, but a sweep this year. And we'll leave it at that. Oh, I'm not sure why we couldn't get the screen up in that end of that game. Whether because I clicked on the thing or not, I don't know. Losing 4-2 on penalties then. And this is how the stats stacked up in the end. We had 9 shots, 3 on target, 48% of the possession, 0.78. They had 17 shots, 6 on target, better than us, 2.49, 52% of the possession. Probably deserved it at the end of the day, but the fact that 2 of our key penalty takers missed their penalties wasn't probably the best, and that's how it's ended. And well, we must move on, I guess, and on to the proper season now then, having lost the Community Shield. The ball won't be happy about that, I don't think. Yeah, failed all disappointed in your performance in the Community Shield. Didn't really find a way through, did we? But all to do then. Southampton and Norwich up in the next episode as we start our quest in the Premier League. And, of course, go to try and win the quadruple. We're not going to win all 5, but the quadruple would be rather nice, methinks. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released, and our other series, of course, To Be a Legend. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud, currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 74. It's out on Friday. Until then, it's a very goodbye. Goodbye.